This Fleet Equipment Unscripted interview is presented by Hendrickson, a leading manufacturer of heavy-duty suspension systems and components to the global commercial transportation industry. Visit Hendrickson-intl.com to learn more.
Hi everyone, I'm Jason Morgan, Content Director for Fleet Equipment, and welcome to Fleet Equipment Unscripted. Today we're talking with Jeff Zawacki, Vice President of Advanced Technology at the Advanced Technology Group in Hendrickson. Jeff, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks, Jason. Great to be here.
So Hendrickson has a huge reputation in a lot of the great equipment we know, right? Suspensions, axles, brakes, and beyond, right? But tell me about the work you do with the Advanced Technology Group and what is its mission within Hendrickson?
Great. Thanks, Jason. Yes, Hendrickson's reputation has been built over 100 years of experience bringing advanced technologies to market in the commercial vehicle industry. And we go all the way back to, the Magnus Hendrickson days, introducing the walking beam suspension for tandem axle trucks, right? Those who remember that, and it's still used to this day. So Hendrickson's always leveraged an entrepreneurial spirit when looking at novel solutions to bring to the commercial trucking space. So building on that entrepreneurial spirit, Hendrickson created this advanced technology group in 2007 as a small, kind of diverse group of engineering talent, about 10 to 12 engineers that are focused on exploring really technology opportunities that are on the 3 to 5 year time horizon, exploring them for commercial viability. So we're not really pure research, but not yet proven in our field. So looking for those types of technologies. And one of the aspects or key aspects of this team is that it's separated from our other engineering teams. Shout out to all our engineering teams around the world that are bringing product to market on a daily basis. We get the luxury of sort of working off to the side where we're isolated from those daily operational issues. And really our mission is just to explore technology opportunities with the goal of technical and commercial viability.
Yeah, how do you go about deciding on that and prioritizing that? I mean, you mentioned the kind of that 3 to 5 year window. I mean, a lot technology changes so fast, right? And things that we think will work end up not working, and things we didn't think would work can't. So how do you prioritize those things, and what criteria do you use to make those decisions?
Yeah, great question, Jason. We're really at an interesting time, I would say, in the commercial vehicle industry. As you know, right? Major technology mega trends are converging simultaneously with ACE, autonomous, connected, and electric vehicles. And of course, artificial intelligence is sort of in everything we do these days. So to prioritize where we focus at Hendrickson, of course, we have a nice structured process. We look at market needs, customer feedback, competitor analysis, all of those things. Then, we bump that up against technology readiness levels and commercial viability, and alignment to Hendrickson's, vision, mission, and values. And we bring that all together in a steering committee on a quarterly basis. So that's sort of the formal side of things. But then there's this other side, with all that said, that it's really critical to us at Hendrickson to stay core to our entrepreneurial roots. And oftentimes the market doesn't know exactly what it needs until it's available. Nobody was asking for an integrated axle and suspension when Hendrickson invented Intrax, and nobody was looking for a self-damping air spring when we came out with ZMD. So it's not always about prioritizing what the customer explicitly asks for. Oftentimes it's about having a deeper understanding of what the customer really needs and relentlessly pursuing ways to achieve that. And my team, fortunately, is given the freedom to act on that, explore some of those ideas. And, it's exciting because you definitely don't always know where that will lead. One phrase I use a lot with my team is fail fast, learn, and move forward. And the point is have a bias towards action and try things and see where they might lead us.
Yeah, for sure. And the point of bringing customers in, bringing fleets in, fleets have problems, and I guess it's kind of like putting together a puzzle, right? You can kind of see what pieces that you can play. You need to know what their challenges are to put that together. I love the ACE acronym. I think that's the first time I've heard that for those technologies. So kudos to you, sir, because it's hard coming up with a cool acronym for the latest stuff. That was really good. And in this new environment too, I mean, you mentioned the autonomous, connected, electric, AI. We're seeing a lot of collaboration, or the kind of buzzy word of co-opetition, right? Working with people that may be historically competitors and collaborating to bring these solutions to market. How do you approach these partnerships in trying to develop these solutions that you're going to bring to customers?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jason. Hendrickson, I think we have a long history of collaboration. In fact, many people don't know this, but Hendrickson, built trucks up until the early 1980s, and the cabs for those trucks came from International or Navistar. So, I don't know what your term was there, co-opetition or whatever, but that's for sure.
That's right.
But most recently, I'd say in the past decade or so, our larger scale collaborations have been through joint ventures and marketing agreements with global partners. And that's helped us to broaden the breadth of our product, both in terms of technology content and global reach of those products. Additionally, with the development cycles at major OEMs, with vehicles, we collaborate with all of our OEM partners years in advance of launch to make sure that they're able to engineer in the latest Hendrickson technology into their new product platforms. And finally, as we look sort of forward and move towards more intelligent systems, we recognize the value of partnerships and collaborations really when it comes to exploring and implementing our advanced sensing solutions for health monitoring. That's where our new systems like Watchman, the Watchman product line, will be launching later this year. We couldn't do that without strong collaborations. And so that's kind of been core to our upbringing and our culture, all throughout our history. But you asked about what these partnerships kind of teach us about these technologies. And right, while some might say the commercial vehicle industry is somewhat slow to adopt new technology, as someone who's been in the industry a long time, I can tell you that nothing could be further from the truth. And, our fleet customers, they work in a highly competitive and highly regulated environment. And unlike your electric company, they're not guaranteed a profit. So fleets are always looking for a technology that will bring them a competitive advantage. And when they find it, they'll do anything to pull it through as quickly as they possibly can.
Right. Well, and I think one of the cool things there is it always comes back to, as you pointed out earlier, that commercial viability, right? If you can make the dollars and cents of it work, the technology will be put to work by those fleets. And in that regard too, do you have any advice or even just examples of how customers can get involved with you? I mean, you have a lot of great relationships, right? You're working with fleets. They're trying to figure out what technology would work for them too. Are you ever a sounding board for them or help guide them through what you're looking at in the market and what maybe they should look for as well?
Yeah, we're very blessed and fortunate, and with Hendrickson and having such a long history in the market, we have very strong fleet relationships. And so multiple times a year, we hold fleet councils, and those are great opportunities for our fleet partners, our fleet customers to come in and tell us what are the challenges that they're facing in their business, and for us to listen. Those are not sales presentations. We don't pitch at those. We just maybe show them some of our latest and greatest things we're working on and ask them for their input on those things. But those same fleet customers that are on our fleet councils are the ones who are more than willing to try out a new technology and see how it works for them and give us the feedback needed to really hone it before it becomes mainstream in the marketplace.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me through this. Especially like Hendrickson, I know people depend on it for the suspensions. You look at wheel ends too, but knowing that, okay, this partner that I've worked so long with is on the leading edge of this, is a sounding board that I can use to kind of toss what I'm thinking about these new technologies, and we can collaborate and partner in that way. I just think it's a great thing for fleets to do, leverage those current relationships, and I appreciate you taking the time to explain it here to me.
Thanks so much for taking the time with me today.